Welcome to the Boathouse Podcast.
No, we are back. We are back.
What up?
What do they say? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome to all.
On this thirsty Thursday, July 30th, the last week without football.
Thirsty.
Because it's on the way back.
That's right.
It's
That's
on
right.
the way back. The same team you rooted for last year, they still gonna be terrible this year. So don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, some of y'all can say that. I can't. I'm always in the mix.
Hey,
let's hope it goes the same way.
I think Cowboys gonna be in the mix too.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go. All right, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Okay, this is my first statement. The Cowboys. This is our year, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
we're going to the playoffs.
We're
gonna make it to the playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give them a little bit more, but I'm gonna give it to them when we talk about the NFC East, which isn't.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all listen to me. Y'all listen good. We going to the playoffs.
So, well, we're gonna see how much James thinks we're actually gonna improve a little bit later on. And another episode, not this episode, we are gonna preview the AFC. West Side. Gentlemen, why don't we introduce ourselves to the fine folks who may not know who we are?
Man, you know who it is. The man that always got a drink in his hand. Stay real in the building. What's happening?
Ladies and gents, my first drink for, what's this? I tried to do a little 30-day dry.
Well, you right at the 30. You right at the 30.
He did.
Listen, we came up here.
What they call the dirty 30.
I came over here, I posed something.
James got wet. He got a little wet.
But listen, you know who it is. Big Game James.
Yes, indeed.
So, you know what time it is going into this season. If you're looking at predictions and all that, you better keep your ear to the street and listen to what I be saying.
Let's go.
Because I'm telling you, what I'm predicting, you know it's going to be what it is.
Okay, Nostradamus. All right, let's go. All right, Nostradamus. Well, Nostradamus. All right. Hey. And of course, it's the White Mamba Joe about to shoot all the hot takes, piss you off, talking shit about your favorite team. Because damn it, unless you love my team, you're going to hate my takes.
It's that time.
Yes. Even one of our semi-co-hosts here, who's not here tonight, I'm going to talk all kinds of junk about his team.
This is sorry-ass Broncos.
Sorry-ass Broncos.
This is the division. His division.
Sorry, Broncos. No, well. We're going to talk a little bit more about the AFC West, but let's talk a little bit more about our sponsors who brought the bottles to the table tonight.
Man, it is My Perception LLC. You already know. You want them hoodies. You want the T-shirts. You want your mugs, your backpacks, anything you can think of we can do. Put your logo on so you can flaunt your brand all around. My Perception LLC. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Indeed. You know what next? Ghostin's Auto Shop for all your automotive needs. Wheels, tires, motors, transmission, suspension, anything you can think of. Customizing, paint, body, wiring, full chassis, whatever you want to name, it can be done. But just know, whatever you want to do in this lifetime, you can do whatever you want. But you got to be willing to put the money into it. But Ghostin's Auto Shop, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Ghostin's Auto Shop.
Absolutely. And, he's always going to take good care of you. And it's still going to be better priced than all of your dealers. For show. So, also, we've got the Carolina Living... Oh, wait. I can't even say where I work. The Carolina Living Associates. I can't see because I've been working too hard. I barely slid into this show. But the Carolina Living Associates, the Our-Town team, we are going to take care of you for all your real estate needs, whether you're buying, selling, investing. We got you. We know the market. We know how to position you so you can succeed in whatever your plans are, whether that's moving out of the Carolinas, hopefully not. But if you want to stay, move up, move down, move around, we got you at the Our-Town team. But, gentlemen, we got to get past sponsors and talk about these fantastic bottles that these sponsors provided tonight. Gentlemen, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we're drinking on?
Yes, the first pour. It is the Frey Ranch Farmers plus Distillers non-chill filtered straight bourbon whiskey. It is distilled from 4 slow grown Greens. That is Fallon, Nevada. That's in Fallon, Nevada, USA.
Yep, about 2 hours north of Vegas.
This
You know,
is the
yeah, I thought it was
inaugural-
in Texas for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's in
No.
Vegas.
In Vegas.
The inaugural batch number
Or
1.
Nevada.
Age 10 years. It is, what is the proof on this?
120.
This is 102.
102.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Ooh.
102, which is actually a little bit lower proof. 'Cause I think than their other one is like 121.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit higher proof, but this one is a little lower on the proof.
51%. So, yep, 102 proof.
So that 10-year is
That's
the
Frey Ranch.
If
It
you-
is a good drink.
If you haven't had Frey Ranch, and depending on where you live, you might not be able to find them. So make sure you check out their website. And if you can get delivery, they do deliver it to your house. And let me tell you, I'm about to get me another delivery to my house here very, very, very soon. Well, gentlemen,
Definitely good.
Okay,
what are you
well,
going to
look,
pair with it?
Let's also, well, I want, because this is a question that I have for a long
Oh,
time.
man. James has been, Big Game James been just
No, but listen,
seasoning on this.
I'm talking about a long time. I thought you couldn't get alcohol delivered in North Carolina.
Depending on the company, but now they starting to allow it.
Yeah.
I think it's always been kind of a gray area, and it's not forbidden directly per se, but I think it's kind of like they don't want you to do it. Let's put it that way, and they kind of discourage you from
They
it. But
definitely
it's
gonna
not
tax you more to get it here. I know that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not like I've never had. I mean, be honest with you, I don't buy a lot of online because I mean, now buy it from the distillery where I'm probably going to get it for whatever they're going to sell it to me for. They're not marking it up obviously outside of their just whatever their markup is, but. Yeah, I mean those other websites, like Weller's. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I can get me a Weller's antique for $250 online, but why would I buy?
Yeah,
I like a Weller's antique, but I'm not paying $250 for it. So but yeah, hey, if you got a good recommendation for an online store that you'd like to share with everybody, put it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If you got just that online spot with all the good prices. So
yeah. So cheers, ladies.
Yeah, cheers.
First pour for the night. That Frey Ranch 10-year. Cheers.
Now, tell me, gentlemen, what are you mixing with it in regards to, or better yet, what are you smoking?
Oh, well,
and
tonight,
partnering it up tonight with?
I am off of the cigar, the sticks tonight. I'm taking a little break tonight.
You're sobering up, folks.
Yeah, not so. I'm always going to drink, but I might take a break from the smoke.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
Absolutely. James, what you smoking on over there?
A Gurkha Titan.
Oh,
I found these
good.
on what was that, Cigar Bed?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the places we use a lot to get decent prices on cigars is we use Cigar Bed, we use Cigar Page, and we use what's that?
Famous Cigar.
Famous Cigar.
Yeah.
So we normally find decent prices on there. So the Gurkha Titan, they're supposed to be medium to full body. Costa Rican wrappers. Let's see. Got Nicaraguan binders. Let's see what else. Supposed to have a burst of toasty, cedary flavors. But I mean, I think I've had maybe one of these before, but I found them. I saw they had a decent price on them online, so I got them because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try them again to see how I feel about the cigars. A lot of the Gurkhas, they decent cigars, but now my palate has changed to where I smoke a lot of full bodies.
Yeah.
Like normally now, if it's not full body, hell, I normally won't even light it up because I can't get anything from the super, super light stuff anymore.
Right.
So I smoke full bodies all the time. But the Gurkha Titan, it's supposed to be a decent cigar. So I'm gonna burn it tonight and see what it's hitting for. I'll let y'all know how I feel about it halfway through it.
Yes, indeed.
Smoking on over there, White Mamba.
Ooh, we got a smoking on that Aroma de Cuba.
I was about to say a lot.
This is actually a really medium to full body Nicaraguan is where it's from. It's got a San Andres wrapper, but it actually got the Cigar Aficionado's #2 of the year honors. I think that was either this year or last year, which was one of the reasons I wanted to try it. It does come off a little peppery at the front, as you break it into it, but then supposedly, and I haven't gotten there yet, and this is my first time smoking this stick, so I will let you know how it goes as I continue to smoke it. But it's supposed to come out with some chocolate, almond, espresso, and then eventually at the end, I guess some coconut supposed to pop in there.
Wow.
And then it says it's going to be sweet and zesty.
Sounds good.
Zesty
That's supposed to be
stick.
towards the end.
That's what it says. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I'm excited that I've never had. I guess coconut is not a flavor I've ever
Medium
thought
to
of.
full?
It is a medium to full body
Okay.
stick. Yeah, so it's definitely got the pepper. I'm in the pepper point right now, but I'm hoping it's going to break open and start getting more of that dark chocolate, almond, espresso bean, some of that stuff. So we'll see. But I'll let you know when I taste the coconut. Hopefully, I taste it here soon. Oh, Super Troopers 3.
A Super Troopers.
Oh
3.
man, I love Super Troopers. God,
Super 3.
my God, I could watch that. I still quote that show. All the
Literally.
you boys like Mako. Yeah, litter in hand, smoking the reefer. If you haven't seen that movie and you're a fan of just stupid comedy, by all means, make sure you catch
Tune in.
that one. Yeah, exactly. I mean, watch Super Troopers 2 wasn't as funny just because it was funny, but that Super Trooper 1
was just.
Yeah,
it's almost like when you see classic movies and people try to remake them and they run them.
Yes.
The first one was pretty decent. It was funny. It got a lot of funny points.
The pullover scene at the very beginning. I mean, the very beginning of that when they got pulled over is the absolute man. Oh my God! Yeah, the one in the Porsche.
It was like from Sweden or something.
Yeah, and there was oh my God! Yeah, we were gonna ruin the movie for you, but if you haven't seen it, by all means, folks, what the hell are you doing? Get out there and check it out. Yeah. But if you're watching this with us tonight, we are actually watching a tied baseball game tonight. The Washington Nationals, who have made a few mistakes.
Yes,
playing the Atlanta Braves, which, to be honest with you, Washington was up. If they hadn't made a couple of mistakes there, boy, they might still be
home run.
Nope, foul ball, man. But it's still in baseball season, and really, we're getting ready to talk about. I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but this is a big trade season is getting ready to come up. The deadline's coming up, and the big trade is Tarek. Oh my gosh, the trade for oh my God, Joe, you're gonna Scooble. I'm gonna
from what team?
From the Detroit, because they said basically they're not going to sign him. As Scooble. Oh my gosh, what is his first name? Hold on, guys, this is terrible podcasting. Tarek Scooble. I was Tarek Scooble. Obviously, that's the big catch. Obviously, there could be some other trades and stuff, but that's the one that everybody's talking about right now is where Tarek Scooble end up. And guys,
he'll probably end up at damn Dodgers.
Ruining baseball.
Everybody.
We damn straight. If you're gonna be the evil empire, damn it, we're gonna be the evil empire. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him. I love it. Love it. Absolutely. We're going to go after that 3P. I'm hoping we're going to get Tarek Scooble because it sounds like we wouldn't have to give up, not say nothing, but, we wouldn't have to give up too much to get him. So,
baseball is different.
Pay that money, though.
Baseball is a little different.
Oh, yeah. What's the money? A lot of these teams.
They salary caps through the roof.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
for sure.
They definitely do a lot more than any other sports I've seen.
Well, the one thing about baseball, and one thing I'll say about the Dodgers, and people say the Dodgers ruining baseball. Maybe I'm biased, but at the end of the day, all the other teams can do this stuff. So why don't they do it? And then they say, well,
it's all about management, how they do it.
Exactly. That's the other part of it too. But, and not even just your money though, but you build a team. And I really feel like the Dodgers have done a good job of building a team that knows how to manage expectations and play in big moments.
Right.
So, you can, in baseball especially, because everything's a series in the playoffs,
Definitely.
So, in a series, I mean, there's a good chance, just like in basketball.
That's what you build for in baseball for series and rotations, because you never know who you're going to face. You need to have your rotation right.
Yeah,
and have the players that you can rotate.
Oh, yeah, not just rotation. Then you got your bullpen. You got to have a bullpen. I remember thinking the Dodgers were out 2 years ago when they did a bullpen game, and I thought, oh, hell no, we're in trouble. I thought, and that was going to be the game that would have knocked us out potentially. From the fact that we could go out in a bullpen game, in a knockout game, in a playoffs, and, and our bullpen, like, those guys were good. There wasn't like, oh, these are like guys that you're like Hall of Famer good. Now I think we're a better team now, but, you just never know. Every year's a little different. Hopefully my Dodgers are going to three-peat and keep me up till about 3:30 in the morning, watching 18 innings or 20 innings or however many. Oh my God!
Interesting to see.
Hey, but I did it. Damn it, I did it. But I'm gonna save my sleep for now. So, but yeah, we'll see a little bit as we walk into the trade mode as we get a little closer to the end of the baseball trade. But what else we got going on, gentlemen? We're watching a little of that WNBA as they come through the All-Star break. What did you guys see? What did you guys notice? Did you enjoy anything on the All-Star break? Did
the
you?
All-Star game, well, especially when the French girl dunked that ball when during the game, the actual game when she did the dunk. She from the same place where Rihanna from, right?
Yeah.
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 So Ozzy Floyd.
Yeah, so
She shot the lights out.
Yeah, she won the 3-point joint.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of great moments in that. And in the game, you could tell the game is expanding a lot.
Shout out,
crowd
bro.
participation was there.
Shout out to the WNBA because they growing. And I'm so happy for them because they growing, man. And you see it getting bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Then they brought the legends out, to kind of do like passing the ball in those shootout, those spot shooting contests.
Yeah.
When they had I think it was it Lisa Leslie or
it was
Cooper or Swoops?
Yeah,
a bunch of the legends. I might be messing the names up, but yeah, they were all out there, so that was good to see them participate. So it was
cool. I think that they got some legends, and I think this is a good time to kind of reintroduce them to a lot of people who maybe didn't get to watch them play.
Exactly.
Or maybe
the game
heard about
it, so they got to be, and they behind the scenes though they're doing a lot behind the scenes to grow the game too. That's a lot of what people don't know. A lot of those girls that paved the way are helping out expand the game. So
I feel like you really didn't have. WNBA really wasn't on TV when it came. When you think about it,
for sure.
When a lot of these guys were playing, they were on the TV sometimes, but not now. Now they got the Amazon deal. Yeah, exactly. You got crowds are big.
It's gonna get bigger and bigger, man.
Yeah,
because the talent level is growing too.
Yeah,
so it can't do nothing but get better.
Absolutely. I wonder though, is it going to be where you're kind of seeing more of the bigger city teams, who can have the bigger funds and the better crowds? Are those going to be the teams that survive, and maybe some of the smaller teams, maybe not do so well?
It might fizzle out.
Yeah,
it could.
Or trade a star because you can't. Hey, I can't. I'm in this little old whatever town. I can't. Necessarily pull the money to come. Have people play. So it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of goes long term. And will the NBA not have to support the WNBA at some point? Will they make enough money to kind of stand on their own?
They're gonna transition to their own.
Yeah,
they got to.
But I wonder if will Charlotte bring a team back?
I hope so.
Because they had they team at first, but then it just fizzled out, like you said.
But do you think the Charlotte team would do well? Like, do you think they would have enough support?
I think as big as the WNBA. Well,
if you bring the name, if you would have to bring some names here,
right? But that's the question. Is like, when you think, college. I'm curious to see about women's college basketball this year. Who, you had Paige Beckers and some of these other guys that played and were some big names and stuff like that. Who will be the next name to carry the women's college basketball?
They're gonna make some names for themselves. We gonna
did Juju come out?
No, Juju will be back next year. I think she was hurt.
She still had to nurse that.
She's had a little bit of some injuries. Yeah.
So she might be the one for next year.
But yeah, I think Juju will be the next big, like, everybody's going to be talking about where Juju's going to, who's going to land Juju. Hey, that'd be amazing if Charlotte did open a team in time, but I don't think they got I don't think they'll get there fast enough.
They need a little more time than that.
Yeah. I feel like a WNBA team wouldn't be that hard to set up if you have you already have the Hornets, you got the stadium, right? So now you just got
the first thing they're going to wonder, okay, well, what happened with the first team? Why did that dissolve? So it's a lot of stuff they're going to look at.
But the WNBA is growing so much that I feel like if you put a team here, not saying that everything is going to be the most successful thing ever, but I feel like it don't have a choice but to be successful.
Right.
It's growing, and then even next year they're talking about adding additional games to the WNBA season.
So that, like I said, I guarantee you they entertaining it.
I think you might see the expansion because that's where you can see some expansion in the WNBA.
Right.
They could put some more games on the TV, and as long as they got the people to sit, that are going to watch it. Really, this is a perfect time for them right now because the NBA, it's a great time for them. And then obviously, I don't even know if summer league's over, right? So we're out of summer league, and now we're just kind of really building up to the NFL.
Exactly. Indeed. We are there, buddy.
So training camp has started for all teams, and we've got the Hall of Fame game coming up next week.
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll be watching it here on the podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Talking about who is playing in the Hall of Fame game. I keep forgetting.
Is it
Green Bay and
the Chiefs?
Is it Chiefs? And I thought it was Green Bay and I want to say almost the Panthers or something like that. Let's see here. Hall of Fame game. Yeah, that's Hall of Fame game. I'm going to keep forgetting. I think I read it and then I keep forgetting. It is the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, wow.
I knew it was the Panthers. I was like, yeah, pretty.
Okay, well, that's
So they're
good.
playing obviously in Canton, Ohio. And then you got the Hall of Fame class of 2026. Drew Brees, Roger Craig,
Yes.
Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and
Craig.
Adam.
Vinatieri.
Yeah.
Roger Craig was long over.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of those guys right now, too. Did you hear the presenter who's going to be presenting for Drew Brees?
No, who?
Peyton. Sean Payton.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. That's fit. That's obvious.
Yeah, he actually, it's kind of somebody recorded it. Drew Brees called him, FaceTime him, and asked him to be his presenter. Sean Payton, man, was really, he cried. He was just touched that Drew Brees. But, I mean, Drew Brees, you think about Drew Brees' career.
Man.
I mean, when he came and played with the San Diego Chargers, everybody thought he was.
Because it was supposed to be him and LaDainian Thomas.
Yeah, and he really wasn't that good for the first 2-3 years. Very small. Oh, yeah, very small. Yeah, absolutely.
You always lean back and just
launch it. Absolutely. And then, of course, watching Larry Fitzgerald in the Super Bowls and, just as a wide receiver, what an amazing career he had as well.
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri, obviously, we all know his Super Bowl and playoff victories, making some of those crazy kicks. And then, of course, the hometown hero, Luke Kuechly, the one man that my sister may cheat on her husband with. I hope he's not watching this. He probably knows already, but she loves Luke Kuechly, man. But
yes, indeed. You special when you have that short a career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish his career would have lasted a little bit longer, but these injuries and things happen, man.
Small body, man. He was a small body, played with a big heart, though.
Yeah.
Small frame.
I'm excited to hear it because, he's going to be, he just signed a TV deal. He's going to be the lead announcer, I think, with Netflix.
Okay.
So I think he's going to do all the Netflix games, and he's supposed to be their lead guy taking over and doing. So I'm curious because I feel like Luke Kuechly is one of those guys that physically he was gifted, but I think mentally was where his gifts were probably amongst the greatest. Just in probably the original, middle linebacker like that. Probably for the actually Mr. Panther, greatest Panther ever.
Luke Kuechly?
Like just pure played for the Panthers. Now not like a guy who because then you could say Reggie White or something like that, but I'm talking about just somebody who played
you got it
for the Panthers.
In there.
The greatest
Julius Peppers.
The greatest Carolina Panther. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's Cam Newton. And I don't give a fuck how you argue. That man broke every record that could be broken.
Yeah, well,
you can't name somebody else to do what he did.
Position-wise, you definitely got to put him there.
I'm going to say Julius Peppers would be for
sure. I love Pep.
I think Pepper
is just as impactful as Cam Newton when
yes.
Pep did everything. So he was that impactful.
Okay. So,
and he's a Carolina kid because he can't play for the Heels.
So
but Cam for the position he played, he's definitely going to be,
If you have two options, if you have Cam Newton or you have Julius Peppers, who are you picking?
Well, position-wise,
you always have to start with your quarterback, but but that's a hard thing because I'm telling you, Julius Peppers was
the man.
And defense will win you a game quicker than a quarterback will win you one.
Pep was always the man, bro. I love Pep. Think about it. I watched Pep when he was playing for the Tar Heels, bro. Pep was a monster. I said y'all some shit earlier today. Pep was him.
That's what I'm saying. I remember when I met him at the stadium. I'm telling you, bro, he a monster.
Yeah.
So I'm going, like I said, they 1A, 1B to me.
All I'm saying is that if I'm looking at the history of the Carolina Panthers, and who am I going to say is who takes the reins for being the best Panther that I've seen, and this is just in my lifetime, then I can't negate away from Cam Newton.
No, nobody.
Because
if you
think
he's the offensive leader of the team, so of course he gonna get looked at over everybody.
Yeah, but let's put it this way though. Okay, so think of you're thinking quarterbacks in general. Julius Peppers. If you think about just defensive ends, he's probably up there as a top 5, top 10 maybe all time
in NFL history.
Yeah, but I'm saying but you think about Cam Newton, I don't know if he makes top 10.
What you talking about top 10 in the quarterback?
And that's why I said the position matters. That's why I said if you breaking it down like who's the greatest QB Panthers, Cam
Yeah,
Newton.
right. I mean,
Greatest defensive player.
but could you say Jake Delhomme? I mean, Jake
Jake
Delhomme was up
was
there
good.
too.
Jake
I mean,
maybe.
yeah, Jake Delhomme. Yeah, I mean, but he wasn't a homegrown. He
wasn't
did come
Cam.
from somewhere else, but
But Julius Peppers on the defense, though, I mean,
yeah,
look,
man, Peppers was a
Look at it.
monster, man. Absolute monster. So, but yeah, enjoy the Hall of Fame. I always like to hear the guys, just talk about their love of the game, hear about people talk about them playing the game,
Yeah.
and then the highlights, man. Are some of my
yeah, because
favorites.
going back to
Yeah.
speaking of Julius Peppers, he's another one.
Okay,
As soon as he came up for Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, he was right
ballot.
in there. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
the top contenders. All right, this is top contenders of the best Panthers player of all time. The top contenders start with number 1, Steve Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another one.
okay.
True. You know what? Yeah, Steve Smith. And
After-
Steve Smith, is he a Hall of Famer, right? Steve Smith Hall of Fame?
I don't know if he gotta go.
I don't know if he's eligible yet. I don't know.
No, he's been out of the game for a minute.
But
He's
after
been playing with the Ravens for a while, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know
after
if he's-
Steve Smith, they got Luke Kuechly, then they got Pep, and then they got Cam.
Yeah, not yet. He's not yet.
That's
He
about
was in
right.
the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame, but
That's about
and
right.
the Hall of Honor for the Panthers. But I mean, because you really think about it, I mean, Pep was a first ballot Hall of Famer,
Oh yeah.
and Cam Newton. I mean, is Cam Newton a Hall of Fame
Okay.
quarterback?
But I mean, it just depends on preference, bro. Because
Yeah, that's
if I
why I said it's
go,
position. You got to look at position.
But do you think But let me put it this way: do you think Cam Newton will make it to the Hall of Fame?
First ballot.
for all the
I'm
records
saying
that
just
he
in
broke,
general. Do you think he'll ever be a Hall of Fame quarterback?
he should be able to.
No, he'll be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I mean, I don't
Now,
know.
The
I don't
first
know.
ballot Hall of Fame, I don't know about that, but he'll definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, let's see.
He'll definitely do that.
So another list I'm looking at, they got Cam Newton first, then they got Steve Smith, then they got Julius Peppers, and then they got Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, because you got to look at. That's why I said some people's
After,
preference, like position wise.
Yeah, after Luke Kuechly,
I mean,
they got Thomas Davis. Then after Thomas Davis, they got Sam Mills.
Yeah, Sam Mills was nice.
Then they got Jake Delhomme at number 7.
mm-hmm. Well, look, here we go. We got
Now you got to look at you. Now you could go down the line. People forgot about him though because it was kind of, but Stephen Davis was a monster.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
Stephen
for the
Davis.
Panthers. Reuben Foster was nice for the Panthers. It's a whole Musa Muhammad. You can't forget about
Yeah, Moose. Oh man.
It's just a whole lot. It's just how you, like you said, just how you break it down.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Well, let's Hall of Fame case. Peak accolades: won 2015 NFL MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and reached the Super Bowl. And 50, and they had a dominant 15-1 season. So that was kind of like the big year for him. Named 2011 Offensive Rookie of the Year after he was drafted overall number 1. Russian records set all-time standard for quality quarterback mobility with 75 career rushing touchdowns, 5,628 rushing yards, and he was a dual threat quarterback. But here we go, obstacles. Short. He had a short career, after derailed his career after 2018 when he got hurt. Win-loss record, 69, 63, and 1, and 3 and 4 in the postseason. And his statistical resume actually isn't good traditionally for a passing metric. 32,000 yards, 194 touchdowns, 59.9% completion percentage, which is well short of the modern Hall of Fame quarterback benchmarks. So
he'll get in there.
I don't know
if it'll be first ballot. He'll eventually get in.
I don't know.
As much as they hate Cam Newton,
Eventually.
I don't think they ever let him in there.
I don't know. I think it's going to be like one of those long time, maybe we'll see. I don't know.
I thought T.O. wasn't going to get in.
T.O.? Yeah, but T.O. was a monster. I mean, but T.O. just statistically was a monster, though. Cam's statistics aren't actually looking at him that good.
Listen, but I'm pretty sure it's a quarterback that's in the Hall of Fame with a worse record than he got.
I don't know. Let's see. I'll check that out. But
well, not saying a worse record, but worse stats.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see.
I could agree with that. It just depends on what you're looking at. Now, you have Super Bowl winning quarterbacks that
Here you go. Who do you think the team, the guys with the worst statistical, lower passer ratings and efficiency that are in the Hall of Fame?
What year they come out?
These are guys who've been a long time ago.
Somebody in the 70s.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which QB is it?
George Blanda.
What about what was Ben?
Joe Namath.
To be honest, Joe,
and Bobby Lane.
You said Joe Blanda,
George Blanda. These are all guys that played like a while, like in a different game, like a different era.
I'm a football fan. Joe, whenever you said that name right there, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
George Blanda, but he was in the league. He actually kicked and played quarterback. He was a kicker and a quarterback.
Right.
So that's why one of the reasons he got in. I think it was a little bit later, like later in his life.
Even with Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath was just like Joe Namath was Joe Cool.
Yeah, and he won a lot of big games, but he actually statistically speaking, he didn't really have like a great statistic career. Bobby Lane, yeah, I mean it was 1950s.
Right.
You weren't passing the ball a lot back then.
No.
Let's see, Sonny Jurgensen, that's the worst starting record. Actually, 69, 71, and 7. 71 and 7.
About it, they had to start with somebody. Put some people. Wasn't nobody. They had to put somebody.
But look, Joe Namath. You know what he retired with as a starting record as a quarterback? 62, 63, and 4.
Yeah.
So he had a losing record and went into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But again, it just shows you how much people care about winning the big games, right?
Dan Marino, and then he didn't.
Yeah, but his statistics, boy.
Yeah,
but I think Dan Marino's he was he was a winning quarterback. He just never could win. Let's see, career record.
Dan Marino was a stat guy, though. That's the reason why he got in there. He just had a lot of stats.
I mean, Dan was a monster. But Dan Marino won 147 games versus 93.
Yeah.
61,000 passing yards, 420 touchdown passes.
Oh, yeah, he was a monster statistically.
Man. Dude, yeah. Dan was a man, dude. I'm not even a Dolphin fan, but I remember I'd be like,
okay, so how many passing yards did Cam Newton end with?
I can't.
Like 40-something thousand?
It was like 32. Let's see, 32.
He was a running quarterback, so I know he ain't have
32,000.
He ain't have
32,000.
So you think about that. How many games he fell short of, or playing, Dan Marino and stuff, which they were just different types of quarterbacks.
Dan Marino probably ain't never take off one.
Nah, he was
no.
He might have got you 4 yards.
He had Mark Clayton and all the boys to throw to, man.
Yeah.
Them boys was down the field. They was throwing down the field back then.
But that's why it's so hard to compare people because you talk about eras.
Yeah, the game.
You know what I mean? That's just like if we compare the NBA in the 80s to the NBA now, and we compare a 3-point shooter, then we compare Larry Bird to Steph Curry, bro. It's not fair.
I just feel like here's the thing. Fair. I feel like James, we're gonna be older men, and Cam Newton ain't gonna be in the Hall of Fame, and we're gonna be like, oh, he might get in later on in life,
we'll like down the line, 90.
90. Damn, look at 90. Damn. Look, if I make it,
Joe, I think you're gonna get in this.
We'll still be like the Poorhouse Podcast episode 4,388,000. We'll be. Well, he ain't in it.
Take him a while, but he's gonna get in.
Come on, Cam, put him in there. We're gonna be mad. Have to do, but that that's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see if Cam Newton ended up getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But gentlemen. Are we going to talk about our second pour here tonight? Did anybody pour it yet? Has anybody poured it?
I already poured mine. Y'all behind.
Oh.
Well, this Frey Ranch 10 years is so good that I'm savoring it.
It was gone. Mine was so good it got gone. Yeah.
That's good.
The next pour is the Knob Creek Blenders Edition. Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
And this is in honor of Ron.
This one is 10 year also. Yeah, he's 10 year. Let's see. This one is 53%, so it's 106 proof.
Ooh,
similar proof.
Little
and the price on this thing is really good. This is $45. That's a 10-year?
It says 10 year, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 years.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. 40. Now that makes that. Now that I'm thinking about it, boy, that's a.
Gotta get his hands.
$45. I'm gonna have to give me 8 of them. And it's really good though. It's a really good bottle. So definitely check one out if you can get them in there. Always check my favorite ABC store. There in Forest City, so I might have to go back there and check them again.
That's very good.
Let's see.
On that.
Yes, and we'll do this because we got to pour because Ron couldn't be here tonight to talk about AFC West and his terrible, god awful team.
Matter of fact, let's get into that.
Well, we can. Let's go ahead and talk about AFC West.
What teams are in the AFC West? So the people know.
Broncos, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. Last year's winner of that division was Denver Broncos.
It was the Broncos.
They ended with a 14-3 record. They went to the championship game, I think. but didn't
Mm-hmm.
They did.
and lost to
New England.
New England.
Yep.
In the championship game, and the quarterback, I guess he broke his.
Yeah, he got hurt. He was playing with a broke leg.
Broke his foot or something.
Broke foot. Something. He was playing on it before.
And the Chargers finished second, 11-6. Chiefs finished 6-11. We know what happened with Pat Mahomes.
Them
and the Raiders finished it off at 3-14.
The bottom of the barrel.
All right,
now we flip the
listen out
script.
one more time. Listen to it one more time.
So we got the Chiefs,
Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs,
and the
Raiders.
That's how they finished last year.
That's how they finished last year.
Yep. So let's talk about some major headlines, and obviously we'll start with the big one. Rehab watch. Patrick Mahomes recovering from an ACL, LCL, and it sounds like he's already out there throwing the ball and moving around a little bit.
Yeah. How many months has been?
He went out mid-season.
He went out.
Yeah, that's mid-season. That's what I'm saying. It's only like a 4 or 5, 6 months, something like that. So he's still technically in the big part of the rehab, but he's starting to run and throw.
But did they have him on the physically unable
the
to perform
pup.
this?
I think he is on a pup. Let me see. Is Patrick Mahomes on the pup? I think he did start, but he was moving pretty good.
With some of the dishes they got on offense.
But they lost a lot on defense. So
yes,
he received full medical clearance. So he's training camp. So no limit.
He was on the pup
no
list.
limit. So I thought he was going to. That's right. I think he was off the pup list. So everybody's saying he's made some great recovery. I hope he doesn't rush himself too much because I do worry that sometimes. Well, and he's a great quarterback and he's not young.
Yeah, but he got who the backup quarterback on that squad right now?
I thought it was. Wasn't it Carson Wentz one time?
Well, they picked up somebody else.
Let's see, backup quarterback. Let's see. That is
at least give him a few games.
No, I didn't ask if he is the backup quarterback. I know Patrick was not.
He's got to look at the roster for Kansas City.
Let's see.
Because I could have swore I was reading something.
No, it's Justin Fields. Justin Fields. They got Justin Fields.
Okay.
So Justin Fields.
With that offense, bro.
And they did pick up Garrett Nussmeier. I'll tell you, that's a guy who I'd be sneaky as a rookie. I think Garrett Nussmeier was really hurt in college. Played for LSU, but I feel like he's one of those quarterbacks, a rookie that might sit for a year or two. But I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he actually plays, ends up playing. And, if Justin Fields doesn't play well and, obviously Patrick Mahomes isn't ready to start. They some big signings still in the NFL.
They got Kenneth Walker over there.
Walker, that was a big move for them.
That was a crazy move because that man put in real work last year. And y'all got a Super Bowl ring and y'all got rid of that man.
Yeah,
they know that payday was coming.
And then Bieniemy returned. Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator. God, hey.
Oh yeah,
I thought some prayers with his family, man, because that's got to be a terrible.
That was crazy right there.
Now, is it his son?
His son shot his wife.
But they're not. It's not her biological son.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I was like,
I hadn't heard any more news on. I heard she was in the hospital.
Yeah, she's back out. She's back out. I heard that she's in good recovery now. She's on the good. Yeah,
she's fine. They supposed to do the mental eval on the son.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because that's crazy, man. So yeah, if you don't know Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator, his son shot his wife.
Yeah,
and she was in pretty bad condition for a little bit, but it sounds like she's on the up and up. And we'll just continue to pray for the family. And, obviously, hopefully she'll be back out soon. Yeah. And hopefully, I don't know, man, that's hard to focus. I couldn't imagine wife being in hospital, training camp, all that craziness.
Oh, yeah, you trying to get ready for the NFL season.
Yeah. And then, they had a big turnover, too, with their secondary because, a lot of their secondary ended up going to who we talked about, the LA, with the LA Rams, The
one thing I know about my man Spags, though, he could put a defense together.
Oh yeah, I just don't know, man. Yes, and and Chris Jones is amazing still. I feel like they're going to always have a solid defense, but I think their defense could take a step back this year, just losing some big pieces, in the secondary. I don't know, man, but it's going to be interesting. I think they're going to be a team, that's going to take a step back. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we do our projections.
I feel like the Chiefs always going to target on their back, bro. Because when people playing that, they just feel like, oh, these are Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl champion, not this year.
We came on our game.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the Chiefs, man. Hopefully they come full circle and get back right so they can get back into the mix of the playoffs.
They're going to be back right.
I think that it's a lot of other teams make some decent moves, and it ain't gonna be as easy for them as we think. Matter of fact, in that division, since we're talking about that division right now, you said the Raiders.
Yeah.
Said the Raiders,
Chargers.
the Chargers.
He got the Broncos.
So to be honest, I think the two top teams is gonna be Broncos and the Chargers.
Well, Broncos picked up Jalen Waddle. That was a big trade, probably the biggest trade in the division that happened. I think Jalen Waddle and pairing him together with, oh my gosh, who's their other wide receiver? I wish that
Broncos
for the Broncos.
Sutton.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton, and then putting him with Jalen Waddle and adding that speed element. Yeah. The only thing that makes me a little hesitant on the Broncos, still, I don't know how I feel about Bo Nix. I just don't know how I feel. I don't think he's bad. I just don't know if Bo Nix is good enough.
You don't think he clipped?
I think with the defense, he's good. He's better because he doesn't have to make plays.
Yeah, but I think with he got the perfect coach for his style.
Yeah.
So Sean Payton, he'll get the best out of it.
Yeah, and they did add some. They got J.K. Dobbins, which is still had a good year if he's healthy, but that they got Jonah Coleman, so they added some good draft. And of course, then we got to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders, who switched coaches, but they also added newly drafted quarterback.
Yep, Mendoza,
and then they're gonna pair him with Kirk Cousins.
But they already announced that Kirk Cousins is QB1.
Is QB1, yeah. And good for them, because I don't really feel like you should have to shove, a guy like Mendoza out there,
right.
Just force him to.
I get it.
I think they could be surprisingly better than they were last year.
Yeah, listen, hold on, let me talk to the chat real quick. Excuse me. The Raiders still ain't gonna be shit this year. I just want y'all to know that. So whoever out here thinking that the Raiders about to be official, they about to go and act up and show their ass, they not in that division. So when I'm looking at that division, you talking about the Chiefs, you talking about the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, y'all go ahead and put it in perspective, or put your list up of how you think that division is gonna end this year.
Okay, well go ahead and hit them down there, Red. Give us your division predictions.
I think the Chargers will take a definite step forward. So it's going to be a tug of war with the Broncos and Chargers, but I think the Chargers going to win the division this year.
Okay,
I think Jim Harbaugh going. He moving in the right direction. So I think they're going to be dominant this year. So it's going to be a tug of war with them and the Broncos. I'm not going to say it could go either way, but I'm going to stick with the Chargers winning the division. Broncos are close second. Chiefs and the Raiders will still be last.
Okay.
That's my, and now the Raiders, I believe they'll win a few more games, but I don't think they're ready yet.
All right. Big game, James. Who you got?
And this is just my list, so I don't get upset. So I'm going to go Broncos 1.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to go Broncos 1. And being that I'm not going to count the Chiefs' sorry asses out, I'm not going to count them out. I'm going to go Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders.
Broncos,
Chiefs,
Chargers,
Raiders.
Okay. I'm going to go Chargers. I'm going to go Broncos. I'm going to go Raiders.
Ooh, you got Chiefs for this last?
And I'm going to go Chiefs.
Damn. You put the Raiders over the Chiefs?
I think the Raiders actually made some good moves on defense. I think that defense is going to be a better team. Okay. And I think that their quarterback, because Kirk Cousins really, the only thing that they're going to struggle with is wide receiver. But I do feel like, I don't know if I'm certain that the Chiefs have really, I don't know. I feel like the Chiefs are really setting themselves up for potential issues that just, I don't know, man. I just feel like their offense is not going to evolve because they really haven't done anything to really evolve the offense. And I love Andy Reid.
Yeah.
But, bringing back Eric Bieniemy and really just running it back, to me, it just doesn't. And that's assuming that if Patrick Mahomes stays healthy.
Right.
And if he doesn't stay healthy, then hell, Justin Fields and all those guys. But I just feel like the Raiders are in a little better position to at least surprise. I'm not saying they're going to win or go to the playoffs like that kind of thing. But I just feel like the Chiefs, I don't know, man. I feel like at some point, that just at what point do you just say like, hey, you just aren't that team anymore?
You think the time is over?
Yeah, I feel like the window's really closed on the Chiefs. And I hate to say that because I picked the Chiefs a lot, every year because I believed in Patrick Mahomes that much. but I just don't know if they're a team anymore.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't think they are that team to win the division, but I think they might fall in second place. If I'm picking a battle between the Chargers and the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs might edge them out just a little bit. I think it'll be close between those two teams, but I think the second place is going to end up going to the Chiefs.
Okay. I mean, that's the putting the Herbert because Justin Herbert. The one thing I said that I'm a little excited to see is how that offense evolves there. In
Jim Harbaugh gonna have him,
and that defense is already pretty good.
He's gonna elevate him.
Yeah, I mean, health obviously is going to be playing a big factor.
What's this year coaching for Jim Harbaugh? What year is it?
Third, right? Third year, right? Because this is the first year he'll have he's going to have Mike McDaniels.
Yeah, I think Chargers going.
Could that put Herbert? Yeah, I mean, could that really unlock Herbert and just take him to the next level? Is going to be really key right there. But the Broncos defense is still going to be really
that's
good.
why I said it's going to me. I had him. It's a tug of war with them and the Broncos. But I'm just giving the edge to the Chargers this
year. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm definitely interested to see.
We go.
Somebody taking home the trophy. Somebody different taking home the trophy.
It ain't gonna be out of that division.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying.
So,
I don't think nobody running it back. Cause that back to back in the NFL, boy, that's a hard thing now.
Mm-hmm.
You already know who I'm putting my money.
Hard thing now.
That's it.
You money on.
Are you picking
over there with your man went? Miles Garrett.
You better put your money on the Cowboys. You said you're going to the playoff. What you mean?
We going to the playoff?
Hey, if the Cowboys make a big trade because
then. So then that's who your money on.
I didn't say shit about win on Super Bowl. I said we going to the playoff.
Yeah, you go to the playoffs, you got a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, let's talk about the big news too in the NFL also. Since we talked a little bit about the division, is Vita Vea asking and requesting
for a trade.
That's pretty wild to me, man.
Yeah. So, look, I'd love to get him over there with the Niners for a year to plug that big body in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I actually heard that was a big potential pickup that could go to the Niners.
Yeah. I mean I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would help. Don't get me wrong. I mean he's a big run stuffer, so
yeah,
I think it's gonna happen. I think he'll work something out in Tampa.
Well, because
now they trying to Baker Mayfield want a new deal too.
Yeah,
that's in the works too.
And there's a distraction there because Baker Mayfield said he's not going to talk contract once the season starts. So basically, this is it. Like he's not negotiating his contract. Training camps here. Apparently, he came out and said that they wanted to offer him and pay him less than $50 million a year, and they wanted only like maybe 2 years. And I think he said, I want to get paid like $50+ million, and I want a long-term deal, not a short-term deal.
Exactly.
So, and I think they're a little nervous to give them that money, just injuries and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
But then obviously too, the big one too, because Jerry Jones doesn't, like to, just let the sleeping dogs lie, as they say. Max Crosby, there's some rumblings that Max Crosby still could be a potential Dallas Cowboys target.
Yep. Still.
I'll take Max.
Mad Max.
I'll take Max.
Man, I would love to see Mad Max come to the Cowboys. I'm telling you, man, I think Mad Max would just take that defense and elevate
this year for y'all. It's over, Sean. Like he's running like the defense,
the middle linebacker position. Yeah, he's playing the middle linebacker position. So I'm curious to see where we'll land there. I think really for me, it's just I need to see the defense improve, and that's kind of really what's important to me.
No, that run defense is what killed us last season because we couldn't stop. Anything.
I think for me, the run defense is already going to be a lot better just because of the defensive coordinator and what we're switching to. And a lot of the guys we picked up in the offseason are guys that are notorious for playing the run, and it's just a different style of defense. So it doesn't require it. It's not that it's not an attack defense, but that's not like the main requirement. It's not like just get up the field. Don't worry about, get the running back on the way to the quarterback or whatever. It's more about, it's, mind your gap, make sure the running back isn't, maybe going to your gap over to your right or your left. And then you got multiple guys covering, potentially responsibilities to different gaps. So it's going to be interesting. So, but we will talk a little bit more about that in our next episodes as we kind of continue to go and follow with
Oh,
the
we get ready
NFL.
for this NFL season,
Yeah.
baby.
That's right.
It's on the way.
Hall of Fame
Yeah.
game.
Bro, before I Chris Olave signed.
Yeah, Chris Olave. Yeah, I forgot
He
Chris
signed
Olave
the
got a big
extension
deal.
with the Saints,
Like
$132 million.
Wasn't actually only making like $33 million a year or something like that. If he
Now
works himself out.
$90 million guaranteed now.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
And then my man from Philly got the big bag.
Oh,
Jalen Carter,
DT.
yeah.
$106 million guaranteed.
But that's I seen the other. That's auto on there. That's a crazy contract. I didn't expect at all.
Yeah, they gave him the bag.
Oh yeah,
The
but
only thing that scares me about that, he's a fool already, and now he a fool with a lot of money.
yeah.
With a
So
lot of
Fully gotta watch
Right.
out because he'll lose his cool a lot. So
Mhm.
you have to watch him.
Well, I will say this too. I think with Jalen Carter, that's going to line up the next big deal, which for the Cowboys actually is probably going to be Quinnen Williams,
Yeah.
because I think Quinnen Williams is going to make more money than that.
And we got breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking.
Free agent wide receiver Debo Samuel is signing a 1-year deal worth $7 million with who?
Come on.
The 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
Lord, they brought him back.
Because I guess Ricky Pearson.
yeah. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Yeah. Man,
That's
breaking
what's
news
up.
here on the Poorhouse podcast.
Yeah, I just happened to see it when it came. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
But he
pretty-
never
Debo
should have left.
yeah.
He never should have left because he thought the grass was green.
Yeah.
Well, the money was greener. That's what he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
He said
You're
the
right.
money. It wasn't the grass. It was the money. He
Well,
was-
now you about to take that
Yeah.
$7 million and turn it into $3 million.
yeah.
Oh,
California
California.
tax gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But-
going to be
but
interesting.
What I seen, like I said, he's at a point to where he's at the end too. So you better do what you can right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. He's the same guy that, I mean, obviously
Exactly.
coming back to a familiar offense, but I don't know if you can count on him to be the
it
guy that he
depends
was.
To me, I would put him back in.
Yeah, where he was doing a lot of that.
Yeah, because you're trying to do him as a breakaway wide receiver. I don't think he has that no more.
No, I think his speed had changed a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he has that. I think he'll do better with sparing McCaffrey, like running the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they call it, zone
He can
sweeps.
come out
and
the
stuff like
slot.
that. Yeah, zone
Come out the
sweeps,
slot.
quick screens, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pair him with Mike
So,
Evans, let Mike
yeah.
Evans kind of play down the
Depends.
field.
But I know a lot of the Niner fans are probably happy to see Debo back.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
That's where he got his name. He made his name with the Niners. So
Yeah,
hey, we'll see what happens.
it's gonna
He
be.
ain't promising nothing.
Hey, it's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be a fun season. I'm
Yes,
excited.
indeed.
We're going to continue starting next Thursday, Hall of Fame game. We are going to continue to follow the whole NFL season coming up. Yep, starting Thursday, August 6th, 2026, 8
Let's go.
p.m.
Yes,
it begins.
indeed. We in
Let's
there.
go.
Hall of Fame game, but we'll be.
It's
I think
all
we're going to be here
right,
on the Paul. We'll probably be here for the I can't even speak. The Poorhouse podcast. I can't even talk. But gentlemen, let's toast the guests. Thank you guys for showing
No,
up.
hold on, man.
Wait, what are we doing?
We still got one more major topic
What's the major
that
topic?
we didn't even mention because
Oh man,
this hadn't happened.
Oh,
No, but look,
Tony Romo, man. Get the shit together. Come
No,
on,
man.
Romo.
that cop was wrong, bro. He wasn't
Nah,
drunk.
man. Come on, Romo.
I
Get
want
your
to.
shit
His
together.
lawyer's gonna eat that a lot.
Tony Romo, you have enough money to get driven anywhere you want to go.
CBS, about
But
to
he
get
wasn't
your-
drunk though. We are assuming that he was drunk. I watched the
CBS
video. He didn't look. Did he look drunk to you?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
No, he didn't look. drunk.
No. He was lit.
No,
Yeah.
no, he was not.
Man, you seen his face? He was blood. He was blush.
My
He
man was
ready.
ready, though.
He was ready like Frey.
All I'm saying is that he has enough money. This man got all types of contracts. He on ESPN. He on not ESPN, but he on
CBS.
CBS.
Now I wonder what's CBS
Take
going
the
to
goals. Not a damn thing.
I don't think because
No, he had just made. They said he had just came from some golf event where he made a whole bunch of money anyway.
I'm telling you, his lawyer,
Anything else about this shit.
his lawyer,
He gonna be commentating.
his lawyer gonna be eating it up. No, his lawyer gonna kill that thing. I promise you, he gonna beat all them charges. I would bet you. Are we betting on the Poorhouse podcast? Tony Romo is gonna beat all them charges.
I guarantee you.
Joe, I'm telling you he's going to beat all the charges. I'm telling you that. We're
Because he
never
wasn't
gonna hear
drunk?
anything else about this shit again.
Bro, wasn't drunk.
So what happened? Okay, what happened?
Okay, so let me give you this. So right, okay, so he gets pulled over, right? He says, "Hey, can I call my lawyer?" He was polite. He wasn't swearing his words.
Okay.
He wasn't doing any of that. And when she said, and then people said, "Well, we had liquor bottles in the car," and he said, "Well, ma'am," he said, "were those open?" And she didn't answer because the answer was they were not open.
Okay.
So he didn't have an open container.
Yeah.
He didn't look, and the thing is you're going to give a guy who had 2 back surgeries and expect that he's going to physically be able to perform some of those. She's like, hey, get down on the ground and do this with your legs.
But that's
he
what
got 2 back surgeries.
That's what I'm trying to
How's
say
he
though.
gonna do
So how could they could arrest you just for what though? If you're not
Because he declined the
breathalyzer.
He declined because he said my lawyers always said well, do not take the breathalyzer test.
Yeah, because they're going to get you now. They're going to lock you up after that. Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, he probably going to be. I mean, it ain't nothing. He know what he doing.
But here's the thing. So here's the thing, though. Can you say, you get pulled over, right?
He was lit, though.
And who says she smells alcohol? Okay, you can say, who could say, yeah, a lot of people say
that
it's alcohol.
Somebody set him up. Then.
No, I think she saw him.
She said he was swerving.
She said he crossed over the line.
Swerving.
Oh, okay, now you're drunk.
She set him up.
That's what I'm saying. I think she wanted to get famous. She knew who he was. I mean, look, I don't support drinking and driving, so please, by all means, for the love of God, do not drink and drive.
Me. But I will say this: he ain't gonna tell me he wasn't drinking or ain't had no drinks because he was saucy.
Listen to me.
I don't think he was saucy.
Yes,
man.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. You cannot convince me that man didn't have a single sip at all.
No, that's what I say.
At a golf tournament with all your buddies, y'all out there drinking. You tell
but you had one beer. So how do you had one beer?
Okay.
Or better yet, let me say this. Okay, so you're at the golf course. You've been at the golf. Let's say you've been at the golf course for 8 hours.
Yeah.
You telling me you get pulled over? You don't look like somebody who's been like you probably tired of shit.
Joe,
but the alcohol compound that shit, the tiredness. Because you get drinking.
Nah, I don't know, man. Tony, hey, look, as in the good words of my man, take that shit to trial. Take that shit with it. Take that shit to trial.
Red.
It ain't gonna go to no trial, no way.
Red, what you say?
They're gonna drop all them charges.
What you say the other day? That's my quarterback.
Yeah, my quarterback.
That's why Joe defending that man like that.
That's why I said
no.
I'm a Cowboy. I'm a diehard Cowboy.
When I say Tony Romo,
Romo was saucy, bro.
He was
saucy.
He was a little what they call cliquey. He was a little cliquey.
Red.
He was wet. He was wet. Yeah, he was on that song.
Anytime you see somebody eyes drooping,
he was on that song.
Cheeks and shit, rosy red.
But Tony Romo always had red cheeks.
Nah, right. It almost looked like he was saucy. You know what he looked like? Like you drunk and you wake up out your sleep paranoid.
It was saucy. Yeah. It was saucy.
Yes, he was.
Tony, I'm with you, man. Don't listen to the people. You would.
But shout out to Romo, bro. I ain't gonna say I hope you be out of Chargers because I know you're gonna be out of shit. And it's gonna be on CBS as soon as the season starts. You're gonna be commentating. We never gonna hear shit else about this.
Mr. Nance going to know. Mr. Nance going to vouch for him.
That's what he should have done. She said that you've been drinking. He should have come out and said, I don't know, Jim. Jim, yeah, he said they got what are the keys to the game? Well, I don't know, Jim. I'm not supposed to get the keys to the gym.
We got one more thing to talk about too. Before we jump out of here, because the last episode that we shot, LeBron hadn't made a decision yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh man, look. Oh yeah, of course, got to bring up LeBron.
LeBron is going to Philly.
He's going to live in New York.
Listen,
and because nobody really wants to go to Philly.
Listen, only thing I had to say about it, like I said, he's earned the right to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
but I will say this: it's championship or bust. And if you don't bring a chip, Philly, to me, now other people may say not. To me, it tarnishes your legacy a little bit.
Okay, so
I don't want excuses.
To me,
okay. So and chat, I want y'all to just listen to what I'm about to say on this, right?
All you bronsexuals,
my co-host to the right, my co-host to the left. They are saying if LeBron doesn't get a championship, bring a championship to Philly this year, it's a bust.
Yeah.
We are putting championship expectations on a man that's about to be 42 years old. It has never been done in the history
of
NBA. No, hold on.
Go ahead.
This has never been done in the history of the NBA. You have never put championship expectations on somebody of this age ever in this lifetime. Jordan didn't even have championship expectations.
Listen.
Kobe didn't have championship expectations. Nobody who has ever reached the age that LeBron James is has never had expectations, but it is championship or bust for LeBron James. He's the only one ever.
You know why? It's not all about LeBron. See, that's where you take it. It's about LeBron playing because now, like I always said, you can't play two sides. You can't say he's doing this and this and this at 41.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You can't say he's doing this and this and this at 41 and he dominating. But yet when we put an onus on you and put pressure on you, now, how can you put that on a 41-year-old man? You just now said the 41-year-old man is dominating and busting ass.
I'm just saying it's never been an expectation before, so why is it an expectation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you chose. It wasn't no expectation of championship or bust when LeBron was with the Lakers.
Oh,
Wait a minute. No, it was not. No, it was not no bust. It was not because we didn't carry on about that when y'all
had a championship or bust because he already got a championship number one.
Listen what I'm saying. It's because you're going to a star-studded team is the reason why I'm saying that.
Mm.
You're going to a star-studded team. So if you going with all of that talent and y'all can't get over the hump with all of that in you, that's what I'm saying. It's a bust.
Okay, so let me ask the question there. Say LeBron retired this year, he never played again, right?
Yes.
Would you still expect Philly to win the championship this year?
No.
Why?
No.
Got all that talent.
They would be in playoff contention. Yes.
So you telling me just because a 41-year-old man is over there,
again, I'm saying it again.
They have to get a championship
because I'm going with what you said.
I'm just asking.
I'm answering. I'm going with what you said. You said out of your mouth, this man is dominating all of these young cats.
Absolutely.
So then why is he old when I put expectation on?
And no. And here's the other thing, because James, I'm gonna throw something. James,
when I put expectation on,
I'm gonna throw something. James said to me, and said to us, said to the people on the podcast.
And I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you said 50. You said we were talking about how much he made, and you said, well, why would he go and take less money? And then what did he do? He went to Philly. He took money that he made the Lakers pay him $50-some million a year, and then said, well, you can't build a team around me. Well, bro, we're paying you $50-some million. And then you go to Philly, and then, well, I'm gonna take 2 years for $8 million. Bro, you ain't cut that deal for the Lakers.
Why would I?
Why wouldn't you?
But when I say it's pressure, you want pressure on LeBron.
How are you going to build? How am I supposed to go build a team when I got to pay you the most money on the team? And then you say now you're like, oh well, now I'm 41. I'm going to take a back seat and take two years at $8 million.
But he been taking a back seat.
He did.
He did. All of them say
$51 million
was because of the money. I'm talking about he did.
When you making $51 million, you can't take a back seat.
I get what you're saying,
but I'm just going by a total. I'm just going by a total.
I'm just saying.
You telling me, okay, you think nobody wouldn't look at it crazy that you got all of these motherfuckers, and then you add what's supposed to be the little missing piece of LeBron.
Absolutely.
And you telling me there's no pressure to win?
Well, it's gonna be pressure for LeBron to do anything because he can't.
And that's all I'm saying.
The world we live in right now, LeBron can't do no right, bro. If you get a championship, they're gonna say the team was stacked. If you don't get a championship, they're gonna say he wasn't what people expect him. So LeBron can't win either way. It don't matter which way you look at the shit. He can't win, bro.
No, he can win.
He can't win.
He can win.
If he win championship out of championship, they're not gonna give him the credit because they're gonna say, "Oh well, yeah, he went to a team. They had all them players over there. That's the only reason they won." If they don't win, they're gonna say, "Oh well, LeBron was over there. They should have won." Bro, you can't win in that scenario.
But no. Here's the thought process right here.
Bullshit.
The thought process is here he's done.
Y'all try to debate back and forth
the
team that he can't win either way.
I'm saying he jumps the team.
My whole statement was I'm trying to say if they don't win, like I said, you did all your moves, you made your moves, you hyped it up, you made your decision. To me, in my opinion, I don't care about nobody else thing. If you don't win, to me, it tarnishes your legacy a little bit. Because you did all of this moving, because you didn't go there just to say you just going to finish off your career. You stayed in LA and did that. So what I'm saying, everybody did the moves. You got Jaylen Brown, you got Embiid, blah, 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 whatever. If you don't win.
Well, they just signed somebody else to call a Pope.
No one called.
Was it called?
And in my opinion, at the same time,
was it?
I just read it.
If he win, I'm not gonna be mad at him. You did what you supposed to do, and you won.
Yeah.
Now I can. I respect him.
Yeah, he was 76ers. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you lose, that's all. That's me. If you lose, you tarnish your legacy to me.
I just I think the hard part that people struggle with is that LeBron has jumped ship a lot of times when he's like, well, you know what? I don't like what's going on here in Cleveland. I'm going to Miami. I don't like what's going on here in Miami. I'm going to go back to Cleveland. Okay, I don't like what's going back to Cleveland. I'm going to go to LA.
But he never ended the
Now
contract.
I'm going from LA to
This man never ended the contract. He just played his contract now. That's just like me. If I get a job and they say, okay, well, this job is for 4 years. If I work at this job for 4 years and I take another job somewhere else, I'm jumping shit because I go somewhere else. No, I work what the fuck was expected of me, and then I left.
Like I always said, I always said he earned the right to do whatever he wanted. I'm mad at him.
But every player's got, to me, any player can do that.
In this situation, to me, like I said, if you don't bring the chip, to me, you talking.
Okay, so how many
because
players
you go
in this offseason?
Overstay.
So a question for y'all. In this offseason, since we're talking about motherfuckers jumping ship, in this offseason, how many players still had contracts with their teams and requested trades to go to somewhere else? If we talking about jumping ship.
Yeah, I don't know who requested trades. I don't know.
So when about y'all
trade? Yeah, Giannis. But see, now Giannis.
Giannis been trying to get out of there for the last 3-4 years.
Well, I don't know if Giannis has really ever been trying to get out of there. Actually, Giannis has kind of been one of those guys that I think he kind of didn't want to do that. Like, he was like, you know what? But then he realized, he's like, well, I might have to leave to end my career somebody else if I want to go win another championship, because I don't know if they're going to be able to build a team around me or willing to do what that needs to be done to win a team.
Okay, so if LeBron came to the Charlotte Hornets, would y'all expect the Charlotte Hornets to win the championship this year?
No.
If LeBron went to any team in the league, I don't give a damn who you name.
No, I respect LeBron.
Depends on what else they got.
But I'm saying, I respect LeBron enough to say, like, LeBron could potentially, if he stays healthy, to elevate a team to a championship level, because he is LeBron James. He's still one of the greatest players. To me, it's all about the drama around LeBron. And that's always been,
all I'm saying,
I feel like always been the case.
If you in the league, all I'm saying, if you're in the league and you're still playing, you got to take the good with the bad. You can't say, he this and this and this, but then when it don't go right and people criticize, no, you can't do it. If you in there, you got to take what come with it. If you old, then leave.
Always going to be two sides.
But if you old, then leave. Because you don't have you.
But people didn't like Michael Jordan.
Take it.
But people always, there was the other side of people who talked bad about Michael Jordan. Even though he won championships, but
you saying that it shouldn't be a double standard for LeBron because of his age, right?
You got to take the good with the bad.
But if you're going to continue to play,
but guess what? Now let's go to football, right? Christian McCaffrey, if he have a hell of a season, and you say, "Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey is crazy." If he have a shitty season, you're going to say, "Oh, well, he had a lot of injuries and he getting older. He don't play. They working there." You give everybody else the benefit of the doubt, but LeBron can't get it.
No,
everybody else except LeBron.
No,
benefit of the doubt.
No, it's not a bit.
You haters, bro.
No,
you
do not. Because you ain't understand. See what happens is your love for LeBron.
It's not about love for LeBron. It's just
your
general fact.
No, you're trying to say
general fact.
You're trying to say it. Hey, where am I hating it? Where am I hating that? By saying you got to take the good with the bad?
No.
How much shit I hear about, hold up, speaking of Christian McCaffrey, how much shit I hear about, blah, blah, and I never say, oh, hell, he did shit. I don't never say that. All I say is the motherfucker going to do his thing.
Yeah, when he's healthy. When he's healthy.
He's going to do his thing.
No, and for me, I've never.
You got to take the good with the bad. I'm saying that you can't say in 1 minute when he scored 40, and, oh, look at that motherfucker at 41, killing him, blah, 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 blah. He the greatest self. But then when he shoot poorly and motherfucker score 10 points and have 5 turnovers and whatever and only score but 12 points. Man, hell, what you expect? Yo.
So my question is, why can't it be two sides of the coin?
No.
Why does it have to be he has to present only excellence for him to be appreciated?
No, it's not. I'm not saying.
Because if he don't,
who doesn't appreciate LeBron? Who said he's not a great player?
I'm sorry. If he don't,
nobody said he wasn't a great player, right?
About what y'all guys, this is nothing I'm saying. This is what you guys say. I don't say none of it. So maybe y'all should appreciate it and don't say, "Hey, man, he had a bad game." Just say, "Hey, he had a bad game."
No, I say,
but people put it on age, and I don't do that.
Oh, I never say. Now the age thing, I've never had a problem with. It was always about money to me. Like, if you're gonna make that kind of money. And then you can't be like, well, I'm 41. I'm not going to be the same player. Well, then why? Then we should be paying you less. And then all of a sudden,
I'm saying.
Now he moves teams, and now he's making $8 million. well, now the age matters, so they're gonna pay you less, and you just I don't get it. Like, why do that in that instance when you for the other team that you've been playing for 8 years, you're like, no, they're gonna pay me my money.
Some point in time,
That was only as a Lakers fan, that was my only struggle here at the end. Is I was like, well, how come he never said, hey, Lakers, I'll play for $8 million, and then they probably could have been like, well, hell, now we can put some players around it, because hell, he could have come back playing for the Lakers and probably could compete for a championship with Luka and them at making $8 million, and then taking the team that they build now.
yeah. That's
and then
that's
getting
all I'm
and
saying.
getting depth.
You in the league. You chose to play. You there. You got to take what come with it.
Yeah,
I don't care nothing about you being 40.
Well, any player, first and foremost, any player's got to take that. If you out there,
you out there, you got
Patrick McCaffrey, Dak Prescott, you name it. I mean, Tony Romo, all the guys like Jalen Hurts. If you play in professional sports, people are going to have an opinion about you, good, bad, and sometimes indifferent.
That's like if LeBron, just like the course of this year, when LeBron sky over 2 people and slam dunk over. Man, look what he doing at 41. But then if a 22-year-old bust that joke and slam over him, man, he can't get up no more. Yo, what you expect? No, you can't say that. He got his ass bust. I don't want to hear that old shit. Get out the way. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I don't want to hear that.
Say, hey, you just ain't the same player. You ain't.
Exactly. You're not the same player, so I don't want to hear it. But you're on the court now. So I'm going to bust your whole ass while you out of here.
Yeah. But we're really going to, we're going to see. And tell us where you stand on the debate, because we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
If you are a big LeBron fan, by all means, defend him in the comments. If you're a LeBron hater, by all means, hate him in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And then James will probably battle you in the comments. That'll be the first time James got what?
Don't hate LeBron. I love LeBron. I just want everybody to put the age thing.
No, I do. LeBron is a top 5 player all time in the NBA. Absolutely.
He out there on the court, you out there. I don't care nothing about you.
But you out there, you out there.
That's a testament. That's why I said you're one of the greatest athletes to ever play the game, because you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's cheers to LeBron James.
Hold on, cheers. One more cheers.
We're going to cheers, and then we're going to cheers to fine folk.
Hold on. Today is my brother's birthday.
Yes, sir.
July 30th.
Well, happy birthday to the bro.
Happy birthday to my brother, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
To the poorhouse.
Thank you, folks, for joining us.
Get ready for this NFL season. It's about to come up.
That's right. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your mom, your daddy, your family, the whole family. That's right. Send it to them. And thank you for joining us on the Poorhouse.
Cheers.